Nation, you know, no must have say, away my deal with you now, because you know, I always have come with the different things them. So for the English people who didn't understand that, I'm coming with something different, basically, is what I've said. Yeah? So this is the Gravelcast. Everybody else call it the podcast, but we're calling it the Gravelcast because it relates to Lakaj travel on the gravel. To my subscribers who already know, you know what I mean. To my non-subscribers, check out my previous videos and keep up with the team. Lakaj travel. So I've got my eldest daughter in the car with me right now. Who's going to be asking me some questions. It's going to be 6 questions. I know people are going to be like, why 6 questions? 6 questions because there's 6 kids. The business is based around the children. Even the logo, if you get a close-up of the logo, Lily, so everybody can see. Yeah. So it's Lily, Ellie, Cairo, Shawnee, Josiah and Jason. Hence Lakaj Travel. So yeah, so my eldest is about to ask me some questions. So you guys can learn more about Gravel Nation, Lakaj Travel and what we're all about. So before we go any further, I'd like you guys to like, share, subscribe to it. If you have a friend or you have a friend, tell them about it. Not to mention the notification bell, so you can prioritize it. So when we drop the video, them you get first chance to see it. Let's go, Lily.
Right, first question was, explain the name and logo of the brand. You've already kind of done it, but I'll let you go into extra detail.
So name and logo of the brand. So I was sat in my house one day and I thought, I've got 6 kids, I need a name. And I just sat there and it just came to me, why not use the first initial of each child's name, starting from the eldest to the youngest, which is what I did. And the word I came up with was Lakaj. So that's how the name came about. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, and then logo, you've mentioned it, but...
And then also the logo, again, it's just the kids' names. It's the initials, the L, the E, the A, the K, and yeah. So check it out, you'll be able to see. So yeah, everything basically for Lakaj Travel, which is my travel business. Well, technically my kids' travel business, but I'm doing the groundwork for them. It's all based around the children. So the logo, the name, the inspiration to do it, it's all based around the kids, just for me to be able to trade money for time rather than trading my time for money, if you get my drift.
Do you want to mention merchandise while we're talking about names and logos?
Oh yeah, also, so I've dropped my merchandise. As you can see, the hats, I've got the hats. I've also got the beanies. Again, if you check my previous videos out, you'll see the beanies in there. And I've recently just dropped the t-shirts. So yeah, so we're doing merchandise as well. We're going all in. We're not going half-hearted. We're going straight into it. So yeah, so hence why I've dropped the merch already. Obviously there's work in the background being done on that to get better quality and people who I can buy off in bulk and and get the business going. So yeah.
Alright, next question is, what is your favourite thing about what you do?
My favourite thing about what I do is my freedom. That's my favorite thing. And when I say freedom, I mean my freedom to do what I want to do, as opposed to when you're in a job, you have to do what the boss wants you to do, or the manager or the supervisor or whoever that person may be. That's my favorite thing. My other favorite thing is just to see customers being pleased with a service that they require, and I'm able to provide that service for them, and I do it to the best of my ability. And I've had really good reviews so far up to now, and I plan to keep that going within the business. And also my third favorite thing, I know you asked for one, but I'm giving it 3. And then my third favorite thing is the fact that I'm building a legacy. Let me say that again. I'm building a legacy for my children and myself and my family. So yeah, so I know you asked for one favorite thing, but I gave you 3. Okay?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Alright, what's your unique selling point? What is it that makes Lakaj Travel and not any other travel business?
Well, my unique selling point is, again, I keep referring to my older videos. So guys, go like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. watch the video them, subscribe, and you know, share, like, all of them things there. If you have any questions that I may not have answered in this, we'll have more questions in the episodes coming up, because each child is going to do what Lily's currently doing. But because Lily is the first, and it's her who started the name Lakaj, hence why she's on the first episode of the business.
Yeah.
Did that answer your question?
Yeah.
I didn't go off course, did I?
No, you're alright.
Yeah.
Alright. What impact did growing up in Jamaica have on your business approach and how you get up and go to work?
Sorry. I know you said selling point. I forgot to also tell you about the selling point.
Oh, sorry. Go back.
Yeah.
Rewind.
Rewind. Yeah. So yeah, my selling point is I sing and dance and make my own tunes up. A lot of the tunes I make up is tunes from previous artists and entertainers. I just kind of put my own spin on it. There's no beat or anything, because you know you have to worry about what them call it, copyright and all that.
Yeah.
So me do my own thing, even though I'm inspired by the reggae artists and the dancehall artists of Jamaica. So hence why I've got a few in there which is my own, but majority of what I do I'm inspired by the Jamaican artists. So your Beenie Man and your Valiant, and I've done a few Valiants, Popcorn, all of them people. You know what I mean? They inspire me. So you know, I get inspired by my surroundings. Even the negatives, I allow that to inspire me. I don't allow myself to get thrown off course, and you know, keep focused, tunnel vision. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, perfect. Alright, back to the Jamaica question. What impact has growing up in Jamaica had on how you get up and go to work every day?
Oh wow, impact Jamaica's had. It's kind of the only impact really. So growing up in Jamaica, when I was growing up in Jamaica, late 80s, early 90s, it was about manners, respect, discipline. And again, I apply all of that to my business. You know, growing up, I can't say I struggled growing up. All I can say is I lived in a very disciplined household. So there's rules and laws that I had to follow, and those rules and laws are now applied to my own children, and I also apply within my business. So, you know, it doesn't hurt to be respectful. It doesn't hurt to have a bit of manners, and people appreciate that. So for me, it's not just about making money, as I said before. It's more about building a legacy. So because it's about building a legacy, I do everything at maximum. So mannerism, maximum. Presentation, maximum. Service, maximum. So if a customer gets in and they're like, oh, sing me one of your songs that's on YouTube, boom, I sing it. And I do me. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, there you go. That's the impact it's had on me. The impact it's had on me, in a nutshell, is just basically mannerism. I grew up with great mannerism, and I had to, you know, apply myself to certain things. So I apply those things that I grew up on to what I do.
And if you've seen the other videos, obviously the music, Jamaican music is...
Yeah, and Jamaican music. So yeah, I kind of answered that in the previous question. But yeah, the Jamaican music plays a big role into it as well. So you've got a lot of, you know, especially the new generation of dancehall artists, and they get bashed a lot. But me personally, I don't know if it's because obviously I've got children of different age groups, and I kind of, you know, relate to them and what they're into. So whilst what they're saying might not be positive, it's actually positive that they're actually doing that rather than, you know?
Yeah, I see.
But we're not here to talk about that, so we're here to talk about the cash travel.
Yeah, back on track. So what's the very next step for the cash travel in the short term?
In the short term. So very next step for the cash travel in the short term is just building a customer base that is, how can I put this out? So it's just building a customer base that know that they can rely upon me for the service that they require. So, you know, airport runs, seaside trips, day trips, family parties, even just delivering something like what we're currently doing right now. We can't show you that, yeah. But yeah, that's the very next step, the short-term step.
Yeah. So building a community rather than a customer base.
Yeah, so building a community of people rather than a customer base. So a community, so hence why I deliver the service that I deliver, so people can then go and talk about it and say, oh, you know what, I recommend that guy, he's sharp, he's on time, he helps with, with your luggage and stuff like that. He always reminds customers, especially if they're going to the airport, has everybody got their passports? Because we can forget the suitcases, but we can't go nowhere without the passports. Okay? So that's kind of my short term. My short term is just to build a community where people can rely on me, because reliability is a massive thing, and try not to let people down, because I've had quite a few people that's come my way basically because other companies have let them down and other companies have not kept to their word. I try to be reliable, be punctual, be respectful, and all that kind of stuff. So that's my question. Are you happy with that?
Yeah. That'll do. All right. So my last question is, where do you see this business in 5 years' time, or even 10 years' time?
Where I see this business in 5 years' time, wow. The vision for the business is very wide, but just to kind of not long it out or anything like that, I see myself having a fleet of vans, a fleet of minibuses, of different seating capacity. Currently at the moment I'm in an 8-seater, but I'm currently pushing towards 15-seaters, and even bigger ones, possibly coaches. It's not out of the question. And that's purely because of the vast amount of people that I've had that wants to go on bigger trips. Like for instance today, I had a guy who needed 13 people to go to the airport, and I had to decline, purely because obviously I can't fit that capacity unless I'm going to do 2 trips, and they're not going to want to do 2 trips. That
is very much a short-term obstacle that you're facing at the minute, though.
Yeah, it's very much short-term. Business is only 3, 4, 5 months old, if that. At the moment. So it is a short-term thing, but it's in the back of my mind, and it is something that I am going to be working on. But you guys, my subscribers, and and my people them, and even the one them up on the fence, I go there to see the changes, and and we'll do another vlog or video soon, and we can you guys can get to see what the bus looks like, and and obviously when the newer ones join the fleet, you'll also get that as well. I've also got a photo shoot coming up. So a photo shoot with the bus, and obviously my merchandises and stuff like that going forward. So like I said, the vision for it it's very wide. I'm not locking myself into a box. So hence why I'm doing my YouTube. I'm also on TikTok as well, guys. So Lakaj Travel on all of them platforms. So you got Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, and then obviously now YouTube. I've got Facebook as well, but Facebook is not Lakaj Travel. It's my actual government name, but I'm in the process of changing that. So let's not worry about Facebook for now. We'll work on the other platforms. And again, like I said, my vision is I want to have a legacy. I'm not going to say leave a legacy, because when I say leave a legacy, I refer to what. So I'm building, generating, creating a legacy for my children to
enjoy with
me, and for me to enjoy with them, because I'm a young dad. I'm 37, my daughter's 19, so I'll have time to enjoy it with them, and it's something that it gives my children a choice, so they don't have to go do a work, or what, my dad left this, let me apply my ideas and my stuff to it to make it bigger and better. So that is my question.
That's the end of my questions and the end of my episode. So
Okay.
It's been nice joining you.
Yes, thank you very much, my daughter, for taking time out of your busy schedule to, be here with your father, the Le Catch Travel. So, Le Catch Travel, we travel on the gravel, yeah? So again, like, share, subscribe to it. If you have a friend, we have a friend, tell them about it. Not to mention the notification bell, so you can prioritize it. So when we drop the video, you get first choice to see it. It's Le Catch Travel. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.